Morning, guys. Welcome back. Bloody dark in here. Still dark. Oh, well. Anyway, welcome back to the corner. Sorry about the cock-ups yesterday. I'm back on the phone today recording it old style. It's going to take a bit longer with uploads and editing, but hey, there we go. What can I do? We'll see what I can do with the micro. All it is, it's picking up all the computer noise and the hard drive whirring and stuff like that because I was recording through it rather than my phone. But let's go back to the old school to get today's done. So the Justice Secretary has come out now and said if the Prime Minister follows the rest of the mini budget, it will help them win the next election. Biggest load of bollocks I've heard. Adding that the issues that we're seeing now are just a snapshot in time. No, they're not, you weapons grade knob. They're an actual video that's been playing out for 2 years of just how corrupt politicians can be. Unbelievable. You know, I mean, it's showing the turmoil, the backstabbing at each other. And you can't even agree on anything, so how are you going to do anything good for the bloody country? I keep hearing that you want to make cutbacks in public spending. Well, here's one for you. How about cutting right back on the bloody defence budget? Because every penny that's being spent is not being spent on our defence. It's all being spent on an offensive war, which, quite frankly, there's nothing to do with us. So, you know, there's one lot. Stop the channel paddlers. Send back what we've got. That would save an absolutely huge amount of money. And it would also have the bonus of freeing up housing for our own, freeing up benefits that are being paid to these people, and they can go to the people that are desperate for it in this country and the help. You know, these people are just arriving while our people are screaming for help. And you just look the other way. It just shows your intent. And so now the inquiry starts on how they ballsed up the pandemic response. Well, in fairness, not how they ballsed it up. We all know they did. But it was why weren't they prepared for it, is what this is investigating. Well, I can answer that in 3 words. You weren't. You weren't ready. There you go. You were told years ago what was needed to be put in place, what would happen. And you ignored all that good advice from good people and the right people back then. I think it was 2014 when the last meeting was held on it. And yeah, it all should have been in place. And nothing was done. And then it happened. And then you took and listened to the advice of the wrong uns, the bad uns, like Big Pharma, corrupt officials, people who wanted to spread fear and panic and oppression, use false data, and basically out and out lie to us. And now you're seeing the results of that. It's still costing us huge amounts of money. But it's not just the monetary terms. There was and has been and will continue to be a huge loss in human terms. The human term of what you did, basically. And if there's going to be a legacy for the Conservatives that goes down in history, that's what it will say. But anyway, a little bit of good news for a change. They have charged a 34-year-old now with the murder of young Olivia up in there in Liverpool. A very sad story that played out on mainstream media. And they've also laid 2 more charges of attempted murder on the guy. Now, was this down to good investigative policing, or was it down to the £200,000 reward that was up for grabs? Well, I don't really care. It's another bad un, a wrong un off the streets, and it just makes it that little bit, one bit safer. Not a lot, but a lot. This is what the police should be doing, rather than policing people's thoughts, what banners they're carrying, what the banners say, what flags they're carrying, how they're dressed, the colour of their skin. Get back to proper policing, you pricks. And just to finish with, old King Charlie has been told to stay away from Cop Out 27. Well, we've all known for years his views on the green agenda and climate control and save the planet. He's openly voiced it, and he's been pushing it for years. Even when Mum was alive, he was at the forefront of pushing for that. But is this a good idea, or is it a bad idea? I mean, he's already said he's going to take a step back from a lot of the green issues. Well, yes, he's got to. He's got a bigger job on his plate now, hasn't he? But they asked the government's advice on whether he should go or not. What's the matter? Is he another one that can't make up his own bloody mind what he's going to do? You know, you're king, for crying out loud. You're king, you can do what the hell you want. Apparently not. He's under the control of the government. Although the palace won't admit that. They just said he asked advice and he went with their advice. Or is it the fact that they want to hide from him the agendas and the corruption that they do come up with at these meetings? That's just a thought, isn't it? Because you can guarantee it's not just climate and green shit and what we can eat and what we can't eat and what we can cook on and what we can't cook on that they're going to discuss. We know that. World leaders are getting together. It's, yeah, and I think they're going to try and hide that from him. So, yeah, I did say that out loud, didn't I? But yeah, it'll be more doom and gloom from him, more oppression under the guise of climate control. So, I won't take any notice of it. I suggest nobody else does. But anyway, hope the video and the sound is a bit clearer today, except for my whistling, obviously. I can't control that at the moment. But until the next one, as always, thank you for your support. It is muchly appreciated. Now the channel is starting to grow a little bit. And my respects to each and every one of you for that support. Until we see again. Stay safe, stay strong, stay free from what these clowns tell you. And don't forget the shameless plug to Pap's channel. Respects, guys.